Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Entertainment Expansion. We are your hosts, Tyler Callahan and Mike Ferrante. Mike, how you doing this week?
Well, Tyler, it's been a long week, but I'm chilling.
Well, that's good. It's good to hear. It's good you're here. It's good to hear that you're chilling at the beginning of 2020. And, it's been about a year of this podcast, and we started off last year with a bunch of lists that we had to do. And that time's come again. We have quite a few lists coming up over the next month, and we are starting off with our most anticipated movies of 2020. Now, last year, we did about 10 apiece. That kind of took a while. We're going to be a little quicker on this, though, and only focus on our top 5 that we're looking forward to. The only rule for this list is that it needs to have a confirmed date of coming out in 2020. So, no, Mike, you cannot say you're excited for the next Avengers movie whenever that may be.
I'd be more excited for the Batman at this
That
point.
That's true, but that has a set date, and it'll be on your list next year.
And maybe if it doesn't get pushed back again, but we're not here to talk about this.
That's true. All right. So, because we have quite a few movies to get through, I'll start off quickly first with my number 5, which is Godzilla vs. Kong. That actually did get pushed back from March to November, so cutting it close, but still in 2020. Unlike everyone else, I liked the new Godzilla movie, the one from 2014. I thought it was okay to good, and I liked King of the Monsters. Everyone complained about how there wasn't enough monster fights. I feel they delivered on that, and now I get to see Godzilla beat the shit out of King Kong. Sure, why not? I like Skull Island too. So far for me, this franchise has been pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I can't really agree with you or disagree with you, so I'm going to let you have your anticipation for that.
Thank you. So what's your number 5?
My number 5 is going to be Marvel's Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson finally gets her own movie in the universe. God knows how many years later. They kill off her character and they're giving her some backstory. So, it's going to be interesting. I don't know exactly how high my expectations are for this. It seems to be like they're going a little bit more of a comedic route from the early trailers. But, I'm looking forward to seeing what more of her backstory is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the trailer didn't captivate me as much, but Scarlett Johansson has done great with the character, so I'm looking forward to Marvel Studios giving her a proper send off with her own movie because, I mean, she kind of deserved it at this point. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Next on my list is The Gentleman, and it is actually I think the closest one coming out. Comes out in a few weeks, and it's a Guy Ritchie movie, but this ain't no King Arthur. We're modern day. We're in England. It's gang activity, and stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant. It's got a pretty good cast, so as long as the reviews aren't shit, this should be a classic Guy Ritchie movie. And obviously, if that's what it is, you can sign me the hell up.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Guy Ritchie usually does some excellent films, and I don't know much about the movie, but I'm also excited for it. I wouldn't say it's in my top 5, though. But like The Gentleman, I'm going to be talking about Kingsman
Okay.
as my number 4 because I like the franchise. The first one's obviously better than the second,
No doubt.
but this was still a lot of fun to watch. You got some really good cameos, so hopefully, and also, we've always wondered if you've seen the movies, when did this all really start? Because they never pinpointed when it started. Now we're gonna know. We're gonna know who the first Arthur is, and see the whole backstory of how and why the Kingsman Society formed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. And obviously, it looks like based on trailers, Rasputin is going to be one of the villains. So,
Which
sure,
should be very interesting.
it should be. I was like, all right, if you're going there, I mean, have they
Because
heard of the song? You can't kill Rasputin, you know?
yeah, that's I was gonna say, didn't they? Because he was assassinated in real life.
He was.
Some what?
I think he was, but it took like how many attempts to actually kill him?
Yeah, they poisoned him, didn't work. They stabbed him, didn't work. And then they thought he was dead, but apparently he actually died by drowning because they put him in a barrel, filled it with stuff, and threw it in the ocean or river, whatever. But apparently he died by drowning finally.
I wonder if that'll be like a montage of the Kingsmen formed and like they try to assassinate him through all those methods and they keep failing. I could see that.
I believe it happened all in one night. He was poisoned, he was shot, he was stabbed, and then finally he was drowned.
God, if that happened all in one night, it's like I feel
Yeah.
like I feel at that point he should just live based on the fact that he survived all that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out hopefully.
All right, my third place is No Time to Die. This is now officially Daniel Craig's last movie as James Bond. I'm looking forward to it because I've enjoyed more or less his set of James Bond movies. You got a new director, which is good, and his CIA friend Felix Slater is back, hopefully for at least a little bit. He's one of my more favorite characters from the Daniel Craig Bonds, and I did kind of miss him in the last two movies. So as long as they can give him a proper ending, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting, but the last Spectre kind of let me down a little bit.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's why I'm happy with the new director.
getting off that real high from Skyfall, which I brought it back because Casino Royale was amazing. Quantum fell off a little bit, then Skyfall brought it back kicking, and then Spectre kind of happened. But hopefully they bring it back again because it seems like odd movies or odd number movies seem to be their strong points.
Yeah, apparently this would be Casino, Skyfall, and that will be number 5. So if we
So
go
let's
based on
hope
that,
they.
this is going to be amazing.
All right, so my number 3 is Wonder Woman 84. I enjoyed the first movie. I'm a big DC guy. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is beautiful choice. Completely killed it in the first movie. Awesome in Batman vs Superman. Awesome in Justice League. I'm a fan of her character, and a little curious on how they play out this timeline. Now that kind of the whole DCEU is up in the air, they're bringing Steve Trevor back. I kind of want to know how that happened or is happening. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, trailer was good, and I am also very curious how they handle because it seems like for right now, Warner Brothers like the DCU exists and we'll move on. However, it'll be a little looser, so they're connected, but it's not like force-fed characters in other movies to set up something. If they want to set up something, they can just do it. But again, like you said, this movie's set in the 80s, so which is probably for the best because they don't have to tie in much.
Correct. It's still their singular stories, which
Yep.
they seem to be doing better at.
Yeah, just do a standalone story, throw in a couple Easter eggs, connecting it to the universe, you have your movie. So my second place, it is Dune, and I know it's based off a book, and there was a movie about it already in the 80s, but the director who's doing this, I don't need to look at anything else. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, who I think may be my favorite director now of all time, or second favorite. If you do not know what movies he has made Prisoners, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, to name a few. All of them critically acclaimed, all of them great movies. So the fact that he is doing a futuristic sci-fi one, kind of like Blade Runner, but a bit more different. He's got a stacked cast. He's got Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, Rebecca Ferguson. He's got a huge stacked cast, sci-fi setting, great director. Why not? And the reports are there is a part 2 for this movie, assuming this one does well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but it does have a star-stacked cast.
See, that's what I want. I don't want to know anything. I'll watch the trailer, and that's it. I'm going to go in blind. I'm not going to read the book.
Yeah, well, we still got a little bit of while to go for that one.
Yeah, it got pushed back to December, so almost another full year.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't get pushed back again. All right, so my number 2 is Christopher Nolan's Tenet. I think we all love Christopher Nolan's work.
Yep.
This seems like it deals a bit with time travel, a little bit. Maybe not necessarily full-blown time travel, if that's what you want to call it, but messing with time bending, whatever. The first trailer, if it didn't really confuse the fuck out of you, I don't know what to tell you because it confused the shit out of me. But all I know is I need more.
I agree with you. I agree with you to the point that this is going to be quick. My number 1 is Tenet. Yeah.
Okay.
Make it short. And Christopher Nolan loves, I don't know why now, but it's just him. He loves using time in his movies. Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk have used time as a plot point in some way, or like Dunkirk, more specifically, how they lay out the movie. So now you have a movie where there are these pockets of time where it's reversed compared to everything else, like the car crash you see in the trailer. So, okay, fuck it, sure. I mean, why not? And then the two main leads, John David Washington, Robert Patterson. Well, John David Washington is the main lead. I think Robert Patterson, being the second lead for this summer blockbuster, is very big for him because a lot of people still know him as the Twilight dude.
Yeah,
And
but
right now they're giving him shit for being Batman, and I'm like, I mean, Mike, you and I have heard about his work on the indie movies, right? Smaller ones like Lighthouse, and he's getting good reviews for those.
yeah, I mean, I watched a Good Time
Mm-hmm.
that he gave an amazing performance. You know,
So
I he wasn't a fan that he was cast as Batman at first, but after watching Good Time, it really proved he can actually do some really good serious roles.
yeah, so I think if this movie works out for him, I think this is the movie because this is a summer blockbuster, so everyone will go see it. They'll be like, okay, now I think he can do Batman. So this sets him up perfectly the following year, next summer with the Batman. So for him, this should be really good.
Yep.
But
And it's
yeah.
going to be good for him as well because Christopher Nolan directed a Batman movie, so maybe he could get some tips, pointers.
Oh yeah, that's true. While filming this, if he didn't, he's been asking tips on how to do fight scenes and stuff. It's like, sure. And then look for John David Washington too. I mean, I haven't said much about him, but he's starting to become big now. He first really started on the Ballers TV show, but with that in it, he was in the Spike Lee movie last year. Now he's in a summer movie now. It's like it looks like his career's starting to take off as well, which is good to see. He's a good actor.
Yes,
I guess you could say he takes after his father.
indeed. All right, I'll make this one short and sweet. My number one is Birds of Prey. It
Interesting
seems
pick.
to me like they took a lot of the good from Suicide Squad and gave it its own movie. Because obviously Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was a spot-on casting choice. She really kills the role. I'm excited to see her kind of get her own take in the movie. And Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. Do I need to say more? When has Ewan McGregor really ever let us down?
That's true. Well, I'm surprised you put it that high because next month, if it turns out he is barely wearing the actual Black Mask, just gonna let everyone here know we are gonna hear Mike raging about it and how unhappy it is,
Yeah.
which is fair. If he's only in the Black Mask for like 5 minutes, I agree. But I'm surprised with that big of a risk, considering it seems to be like an origin story for him, that you're putting a number one on the list. But we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Because there has been a lot of rumors that based on reshoots that he is wearing the Black Mask for at least a third of the movie. Then it's like the final fight. So it looks like based on rumors he at least wears it. Just don't know how long. But yeah, it does seem like compared to 2019, 2020 is a lot quieter. There's no massive blockbuster. There's no Star Wars, no Avengers. Which I mean I'm fine with. I mean we haven't done the episode yet, but a lot of my more favorite movies this year have been the smaller ones. So
Indeed.
as long as there's some of those this year, should be a solid year. But Mike, if anyone wants to let us know about their most anticipated movies of 2020, where can they let us know about it?
Well, as always, you can let us know by email, which is entertainmentexpansion@outlook.com. Don't like that option? Come on down to our Instagram page, Entertainment Expansion. Direct message us, leave a comment on our latest post, and you will have a chance for your comments to be read live on the air by either me or Tyler. And thirdly, come on down to our YouTube channel. We got a whole lot of content there. Check it out.
That's right. And yeah, and hopefully 2020 is a good year for movies. That's it for this week's episode of Entertainment Expansion. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.